Every iconic stadium stands on the foundation of a hidden history, often born from a single act of defiance or a simple dream. What if I told you that one of the greatest empires in football history started with a newspaper advertisement and a group of strangers meeting in a small gym? Welcome to our brand new series here at SportX Radar, where we strip away the modern glamour to reveal the raw, grit-filled origin stories of the world's most legendary clubs. We are kicking off this journey with a giant that claims to be more than a club, the pride of Catalonia, FC Barcelona. If you believe that football belongs to the fans and that these legacies must live on, join our community and help us keep these stories alive. Your support is what fuels this radar. Before we travel back to 1899, tell me, which club's roots have always fascinated you the most? Now, if you're ready to see how the blueprint of greatness was drawn, let's dive into the video.
You know, every legend has a starting point, a single moment where an idea just sparks. For one of the world's greatest football clubs, that story doesn't begin in some grand stadium. Nah, it starts with the quiet whisper of a dream. For one Swiss man living in Barcelona, these weren't just some nice words on a page. This was his code. This was his creed. Football was absolutely everything. And his passion? Well, it was about to ignite a fire that would change not just a city, but the entire world of sport.
It sounds kind of crazy, right? Almost impossible. But that's exactly what the story is about. It's the story of how a tiny notice, printed on some fragile paper, became the foundation for a giant...
Okay, so let's set the scene. Our story begins at the turn of the 20th century. I want you to picture Barcelona. It's a city just buzzing with energy, with industry, with art. You can feel the electricity of change in the air. People are flooding in from all over, looking for a new life. And right into this vibrant mix steps a young Swiss man. His name is Joan Gamper.
Now, Gamper had this one burning desire. He just wanted to play football. But the city, for all its energy, didn't have an organized club where he could share that passion. You can almost feel his frustration, can't you? He wasn't just looking for a game. He was looking for a home for his dream.
So what do you do when the city you love just doesn't have what you need? Well, if you're Joan Gamper, you don't sit around and wait. You build it yourself. He decided to take a chance, a real shot in the dark that would end up echoing through history.
And think about how he did it. I mean, there was no flashy campaign, no social media, nothing like that. It was just a few lines of text in a local sports paper, basically inviting anyone who was interested in forming a football team to get in touch. That's it. A simple, hopeful call out into the void. And you know what? People answered the call. But it wasn't just locals. The ad brought in this fascinating mix of people. Swiss, English, German, and of course, Catalan players. It wasn't about where you were from, it was about your passion for the game. Right from that very first moment, this club was destined to be international. In the end, this is the number that changed everything. 11. 11 men. A group of strangers and friends who saw that little ad and were ready to build something from absolute scratch. The perfect number to start a football team. So, on November 29, 1899, these 11 pioneers, they all gathered in a gymnasium, the Sola Gymnasium. And let me tell you, this wasn't just some meeting. This was the birth of an institution. A dream was finally taking shape. First order of business, the name. They decided on Football Club Barcelona. Now, they chose that English spelling on purpose. It was a nod to the origins of the game over in England. And it was a really clear statement that this club was for everyone. A modern, open-minded project.
Right, so a team needs a name, but it also needs colors. It needs a flag to rally behind. How on earth do you choose the colors that will one day be recognized by millions and millions of people all around the globe?
And this is where a little bit of mystery comes in, which I love. The famous blue and garnet, the Blaugrana, where did they come from? Well, some people say Gamper chose the colors of his old Swiss club, FC Basel, as a little tribute to his home. But others tell a more practical story, that the club's first accountants just used blue and red pencils. Honestly, whichever one is true, those colors became absolutely iconic.
With a name and with colors, there was only one thing left to do: play. The team's first big test was set for December 8, 1899. You can just feel the excitement, right? The nerves, the raw energy of that first ever game.
But you gotta understand, this was a world away from the football we watch today. I mean, forget about pristine grass pitches. They played on a bumpy, uneven dirt field. Forget lightweight, high-tech balls. Theirs was a heavy, clumsy, stitched-up leather thing. And in a final little twist of fate, they couldn't even get a full team together. They only had 10 players on the day.
So, the final score of that historic first match, 0-1. They lost. A single goal scored by an English team made up of some local expats was the difference.
But here's the thing, the final score didn't really matter. Not one bit. Because by just stepping onto that field, they'd already won. They had turned an ad in a newspaper into a living, breathing football club. They had created their beginning.
That humble start, that spirit of unity and identity, that's the DNA that still runs through the veins of the club today. It really is the foundation of everything that came after.
And this evolution is really the heart of their famous motto, Més que un club, more than a club. It started out as a sports team for a diverse group of founders. Then it grew into a social hub for the people of Barcelona. And ultimately, it became something even more, a powerful symbol of Catalan culture and identity, a way for an entire community to express itself to the world.
The story of FC Barcelona really proves that with enough passion, even the smallest spark, like a simple ad in a newspaper, can ignite a legend that goes on to inspire millions. It really leaves us with one powerful question, doesn't it?
And that is how the foundation of a giant was laid. From a simple dream to a global phenomenon, Barcelona's story is a testament to the power of identity and passion. But this is only the beginning of our journey into the past. We have a long list of legendary clubs waiting to have their secrets revealed, and you won't want to miss what's coming up next on SportX Radar. If this story resonated with you, show your support by hitting that like button and joining our community of football purists. Your engagement is the heartbeat of this series. Now, it's your turn to influence the radar. Which club's origin story should we uncover in the next episode? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep the passion alive. We'll see you in the next history-making chapter.